Okay, so I'm an idiot. I was griping I couldn't figure out cavalry and what's the point and how do you gain any advantage between mounted and dismounted? And it's because I missed one very crucial line in the rulebook. Dismounted cavalry in combat are treated like infantry units in every way except retreat. So when I saw things like this combat situation chart, and it says cavalry, I just thought cavalry. But what it really refers to is mounted cavalry, because when they're dismounted, they would fall into the infantry category. So that really changes things a lot. You see, there was a lot of advantages and disadvantages for infantry versus cavalry and cavalry versus infantry. So clearly, you see why dismounted is a better fighting formation than mounted. Now, dismounting is a fairly simple affair. Costs you movement points. You want to mark your unit, but also costs you strength points. You take a third of the unit's strength away when they're dismounted. You assign them to their horse holders. Now that strength point is basically here with the horses. There's a really important part of this I think will make it interesting about making your decisions on mounting and dismounting. Horses and holders are very vulnerable. They don't fight. If an enemy unit puts them in their ZOC, they're destroyed. They just whacked all the horses. Now your cavalry unit can never mount again. So they will remain dismounted cavalry infantry for the rest of the game, even though they count as cavalry for victory purposes. So you have to be careful where you do your dismount, because the horses must be placed in an adjacent hex. And after a dismount, you can be up to 9 infantry movement points away from your horses. So that would be, 4 clear terrain hexes away from your horses. And that would be fine. And then if you get separated by retreat or something, you have to get back within range. So unless you're sure of your situation, you're going to be safe, you really need to plan on dismounting at a distance and then moving on foot to engage to keep those horses safe. So now that I understand that cavalry means mounted on the charts and infantry and refers to dismounted, I can clearly see the trade-off choices involved, and then that little wrinkle of the vulnerability of the horses adds something interesting as well to handling cavalry. So I think that's a nice little bit of understanding I gained, and I guess that's part of the fun of playing games, right? Unraveling things as you go.